Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the method of elimination by substitution and elimination by equating the coefficient for solving the pair of simultaneous linear equations. Okay, so let us proceed with some more questions based on these two problems, these two methods. So let us solve our first question. The question is, we have given mx minus ny is equal to m square plus n square. It is first equation, and the second equation is x plus y is equal to m plus n. X plus y is equal to 2m. We have to solve these two equations. Solve these equation for x and y. Okay, this is the question. So if we check, both of these equations are general form of linear equations because it is ax plus by, and this whole term m square plus n square is constant. Here m and n are variables, and in RHS m square plus n square is constant term. Similarly, in second equation, the coefficient of x is 1. The coefficient of y can be written as 1, and it is constant term. So we have given these two equations, and we have to solve these two equations, and we have to find the value of x and y. Okay, so we can use the method elimination by substitution or elimination by equating the coefficient. Both of the method we can use, but generally we will use the method of equating the coefficient. That is much more convenient. So let us start by equating the coefficient method. So let us consider it as equation number 1, and it is equation number 2. So I told you in the last class, we have to equate the coefficient of either of x or y in both the equation. So if we look at the question, here the coefficient of x is m, and in second equation the coefficient of x is 1, and the coefficient of y is n in first equation, and coefficient of y is 1 in second equation. So we can either equate the coefficient of x or can equate the coefficient of y. So in this question, I want to equate the coefficient of x. So for equating the coefficient of x, here it is already 1. So what we will do? We will multiply with the coefficient of x of first equation in second equation, and the coefficient of x of second equation in first equation. That is, we will multiply this first equation with coefficient of x of second equation, which is equal to 1. So multiply equation number 1 by 1, and equation number 2 will be multiplied by, here the coefficient of x is m. So when we will multiply this equation by m, it will be mx. So multiply this equation by m. So we have to write it also. So let us start the solution. What we will write? Multiply equation 1 by 1 and equation 2 by m. Okay, we are multiplying first equation by 1 and second equation by m. Okay, by interchanging the coefficient simply. The coefficient of first equation is multiplied into second, and the coefficient of x in second equation is multiplied in first equation. So what we will get? When we will multiply this whole equation by 1, then this equation will remain as it is. So this equation will be mx minus ny is equal to m square plus n square. And now we will consider it as equation number 3. And when the second equation is multiplied by m, then this will be m into 1x, it will be equal to m into x, m into 1y, it will be plus my. When m is multiplied in this term, it will be m times x, m times y, and this will be equal to 2m into m will be m square, and let us consider this equation as equation number 4. Okay, now we have these two equations. Now looking at equation 3 and equation 4, the coefficient of x in third equation, it is m. Coefficient of x in fourth equation is also m. It means both the coefficient of x are equated. Both the coefficient of x in both the equation are equal. Now what will we do? I told you in the last class, we check the sign. Here the sign of both the terms are positive. It is plus mx, it is also plus mx. And I told you that when the sign are same, then we have to subtract the equation. And when the signs are opposite, then we have to add the equation. So in equal coefficient, the sign are same. Then what will we do? We will subtract. Now subtract equation 4 from equation 3. Subtract equation 4 from equation 3. So when we will subtract, for the subtraction the sign is minus. Here it will be minus, it is plus, so it will also convert to the minus, and it will also convert it to the minus. This mx minus mx will cancel out. Now how will you write this term? It will be minus ny, and it is minus my. Minus ny minus my. It will be equal to m square plus n square minus 2m square. Now taking minus sign as common, taking minus y as common, so it will be n plus m. What will happen this side? It will be n square minus m square, because plus m square minus 2m square will be minus m square. Further solving it, we will get minus y n plus m is equal to, now it is a square minus b square. We will use the identity of a square minus b square, which can be written as n minus m and n plus m. Now this n plus m and n plus m will be cancelled out. So we get the answer minus y is equal to n minus m. Or we can write it as y is equal to, taking this minus sign on RHS. So it will be minus n minus m. If we open the bracket, then it will convert to the minus n plus m. So we can write it as y is equal to m minus n. So we get the value of y, which is equal to m minus n. Clear? Now what will we do? Now we will put the value of y in any of the equation, either in equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4. Whichever equation you want, you can put the value of y. Okay, so we will put the value of y in equation number 2. That will be more easy. Note it down first. Now putting the value of y in equation 2. Put y in equation 2. So we will get x plus, here it is y. So at the place of y we will put m minus n. So it will be x plus m minus n is equal to 2m. It is equal to 2m. Now x will be equal to 2m minus m plus n. Then we will take this term on the right hand side, then it will be minus m and it will be plus n. So we will get m plus n. Okay, so the answer is the value of x is m plus n and the value of y is m minus n. Clear? So in this way we can solve the problem based on equating the coefficient. In the last questions which we have done in the last class, there were numbers at the place of m and n. So it is not necessary that always there will be some numbers. You can be given the term m, n or p and q, a and b, such type of variables may be there, such type of integers may be there, x and y, and the coefficient may be in terms of a and b, p and q, m and m square, n square, like this. So you have to solve the question in this way. Clear? So note it down. Now let us solve one more question. Now the equation is given a minus b x, then a plus b in bracket y is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square. And the second equation is a plus b in one bracket, x plus y in second bracket, it is equal to a square plus b square. So we have to solve this equation, simultaneous equation, and we have to find the simultaneous solution of these two equations. Okay, so the first equation is in the general form, because the general form of linear equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So we will consider this whole term as a, so it is written ax. This whole term can be considered as b, so it is by is equal to constant. It is right. So this is the general equation. We can consider it as equation number 1. But the second equation, if we look at the second equation, it is not in the general form, because x plus y are given in one bracket and the constant term is given in one bracket. So it is not in the general form. So first we will convert the second equation into general form. We will write it as a plus b into x. First multiply a plus b with x, then we will write a plus b into y is equal to a square plus b square. So it is the general form of second equation. Now it is ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so now both the equation 1 and 2 are in general form of linear equation. Now we have to solve these two equations. Equation number 1 is this, and this is equation number 2. We have to solve these two equations and we have to find the values of x and y. Again, we can use any method, either elimination by substitution or elimination by equating the coefficient. But I told you that equating the coefficient method is more convenient. So we can equate the coefficient. Now look at the equations. In first equation, write it again. First equation I am writing here again. A minus bx plus a plus by is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square. It is first equation. We can write second equation, then first equation. It is alright. Now, if we look both the equation, then here in the first equation, the coefficient of x is a plus b. In the second equation, coefficient of x is a minus b. That means coefficients are not equal. Means if we want to solve these equations, we have to equate the coefficient of x. But if we look at the coefficient of y, then in the first equation, the coefficient of y is a plus b. And in the second equation, the coefficient of y is also a plus b. It means these two coefficients are already equal. That means we will not equate the coefficients in this question. In this question, the coefficients are already equated. In the first equation, coefficient of y is a plus b. In second equation, coefficient of y is a plus b. It means coefficients are already equal. Now what we will do? We will subtract it. Why we will subtract? Because the sign of both the coefficients are same. And I told you earlier that if the signs are same, then we have to subtract. If the signs are different, then we have to add. So what we will do? We will write here subtract equation 1 from 2. You can subtract 1 from 2 or 2 from 1. It depends on you. So I am directly subtracting equation number 1 from equation 2. So whenever there is a subtraction, the sign is minus. This will be minus sign. This plus will also be converted to minus, and here it will be also minus sign. Now this a plus by and minus a plus by, this whole term will cancel out. Okay. Now here what will happen? It can be written as a plus b into x minus a minus b into x, and in the right hand side it will be a square plus b square minus a square minus 2ab minus b square. Clear? Now open these brackets. We will get, or take x common from these two terms. If we take x common, then it will be a plus b minus a, and when this minus sign will enter, it will be plus b is equal to, open this bracket also, we will get a square plus b square minus a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now this a square and minus a square will cancel out. Here also a and a cancel out. So it will be x into 2b will be equal to b square plus b square, it will be 2b square plus 2ab. So x into 2b will be equal to, if we take 2b as common, so it will be 2b taking common, it will be b plus 2a. Now this 2b and 2b will cancel out, so the value of x will be equal to b plus 2a. This is the value of x. Okay. So in this way we have find the value of x. Now what we will do? We will put the value of x in either equation number 1 or equation number 2. Wherever you want to put, you can put the value of x. So put the value and get the answer. Here is a mistake. When we will take 2b common, then it will be x is b plus a. 2 is already common. So the answer is x is equal to b plus a. Okay, clear it? Correct your answer. X will be equal to b plus a. Now putting the value of x. Put x in equation. You can put in any equation. So I am putting it in equation number 2. Put the value of x in equation number 2. This is the equation number 2. So it will be a plus b, and at the place of x again a plus b. So it is a plus b into a plus b plus a plus b into y is equal to a square plus b square. Okay. So it is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square plus a plus b into y is equal to a square plus b square. Now taking this term to right hand side, we will get a plus b into y is equal to a square plus b square minus a plus b whole square. Now opening this a plus b whole square and find the value of y. So we will get a plus b into y is equal to a square plus b square minus, opening this identity a plus b whole square, it will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. Again further solving it, a plus by is equal to a square plus b square minus a square minus b square minus 2ab. Now this a square will cancel out, b square will cancel out. So we can write it as a plus b into y is equal to minus 2ab, or the answer will be y is equal to minus 2ab upon a plus b. So this will be the value of y. Y is equal to minus 2ab upon a plus b. So in this way you can solve the problems of elimination by equating the coefficient if the equation is not given in the form of numbers. there may be the integers in terms of a and b, p and q, m and n, anything may be there. So you can solve this type of question. Note it down. Now we are coming to the third method. Equations reducible to system of simultaneous linear equation. Sometimes we will be given the equations which will not be in the general form of linear equation, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is a general form. So sometimes the question may be in such a way that it is not the general form of linear equation. Okay, so let us take an example. Suppose we had given a question 2 upon x plus 3 upon y is equal to 13. 2 upon x plus 3 upon y is equal to 13. And second equation is 5 upon x minus 4 upon y is equal to minus 2. So this is the equation which you have given. Now if we see these equations are not in the general form, because in general form of linear equation, this is the general form, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So in general form of linear equation, the variable x and y, ax plus by, so the variables x and y are in numerator. But here in these two equations, the variables are in denominator. It means they are not in the general form of linear equation. So first we will reduce it into general form of linear equation. And how we will reduce it? The method is, now see how we will solve. We will consider 1 upon x. Let 1 upon x is equal to a. Any other variable. The variable is x, so we will consider 1 upon x as any other variable a, or not a, you can use u. And 1 upon y, let it be v. So we will consider the variable x and y. We will change these variables. 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v. Now the first equation can be written as 2, and it is 2 into 1 upon x. And what is the value of 1 upon x? It is u. So the first equation will be reduced to 2u plus 3 into 1 upon y. It can be written as 3 into 1 upon y. And what is the value of 1 upon y? It is v. So it will be 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. Okay. So the first equation is converted in this form. 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. Where u and v are other variables. Where u and v are other variables. Because in the system of linear equation, the variables are x and y. But we have converted these variables in terms of u and v. So the first equation is now converted into this form. 2u plus 3v is equal to 13. Let us consider it equation number 1. It is equation number 2. Now this will be equation number 3. Clear? Similarly, the second equation will be converted as 5 into 1 upon x. And 5 into 1 upon x. 1 upon x value is u. So it will be 5u minus 4v is equal to minus 2. It is equation number 4. Okay. So in this way, these two equations are converted in this form, which is the general form of linear equation. Now you can check it. It is ax. Okay. The variable may be x or maybe u. So it is a general form. 2u, that is au plus bv is equal to c. Means it is a general form. It is also the general form of linear equation. And when the equation is converted into the general form of linear equation, then you can solve it easily by equating the coefficient or by elimination method, by elimination by substitution. You can use any method. So again, I am going to solve this complete problem. Now we will equate the coefficient. So for equating the coefficient of u is 2, and here in this equation coefficient of u is 5. So if we want to equate the coefficient of u, what we will do? We will multiply third equation by 5. This 5 is multiplied here and this 2 will be multiplied here. Okay, so now we will write multiply equation 3 will be multiplied by 5. So multiply equation 3 by 5 and equation 4 by 2. So multiply this whole equation number 3 by 5 and multiply this whole equation 4 by 2. So we will get another two equation 5 and equation 6. When 5 is multiplied in this equation, it will be 5 into 2, that will be 10u, plus 5 into 3, it will be 15v, is equal to 13 5s are 65. This is equation number 5. Okay. Now multiplying this 2 in this equation, it will be 2 5s are 10u, 2 4s are 8, minus 8v is equal to minus 4. It is equation number 6. Okay. Now again, checking the coefficients. Now in both the equation, the coefficients of u are 10. That means the coefficient of u are equated. But the sign is same. So we will subtract. Now we will subtract equation 6 from equation 5. We will subtract equation 6 from equation 5. So subtracting these two equations, for subtraction there will be sign minus. Okay. Now here it is already minus. So when we will subtract, then it will be converted to plus. Whenever there is a subtraction, change the sign directly. When it is plus, so convert it in minus. It is minus, convert it in plus. It is minus, it will be converted to plus. So 10u and 10u will cancel out. 15 plus 8, it will be 23v, is equal to, it will be 65 plus 4, that will be 69. So v will be equal to 69 by 23, that will be equal to 3. So we get the value of v. But we have in the question, we do not have to solve the value of v. We have to find the value of x and y. Here we get the value of v. Okay, so now what we will do? We will put the value of v in this term, because v is depending on y. V is inverse of y. So v will be equal to 1 upon y and u will be equal to 1 upon x. So first we have find the value of v. Let us calculate the value of u also. Let us find the value of u also. So how will you find the value of u? Now put the value of v in either equation 5 or equation 6, or you can put it in equation 3 or 4 also. Whichever equation you want, you can put. So I am putting this value of v in equation number 3. So put the value of u in equation, put the value of v. Put the value of v in equation 3. So it is 2u plus 3 into v, and v is 3, so it can be written as 3 into 3 is equal to 13. So we will get 2u plus 9 is equal to 13, or 2u is equal to 4 and u will be equal to 2. So in this way we got both the values of u and v. But in the question we have to find the values of x and y. So now we will put the values of x and y in terms of u and v. So we have given u is equal to 1 upon x. And what is the value of u? It is 2. So 2 is equal to 1 upon x, or x will be equal to 1 by 2. So this will be the final answer. X is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, what will be the value of y? V is equal to 1 upon y. Put it in this equation. V is equal to 1 by y. So what is the value of v? V is equal to 3. So we can write it as 3 is equal to 1 upon y, or y will be equal to 1 by 3. So these two are the answers. Clear? First note it down. So these are some important type of questions. Whenever the question is not given in the general form of linear equation, then first you have to convert, you have to reduce that particular equation into the general form of linear equation. And for that, if it is in the form of 1 upon x, 1 upon y, there may be 2 by 2x or 3 by 2y, something like that. Then also you will take 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v, and the equation will be converted in this form. The variable will be u and v, which is the general form of linear equation. And whenever you get the general form, then you can solve it by equating the coefficient very easily. Okay. So now let us proceed with the next question. Now there is one more question in which we have to reduce it in the general form of linear equation. The question is, we have to solve 5 upon x plus y minus 2 upon x minus y is equal to minus 1. It is first equation. And second equation is 15 upon x plus y plus 7 upon x minus y is equal to 10. Okay. So if you look at both the equation, these are not in the general form, because the general form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. But in these two equations, we are getting the variables x and y both in the denominator. It means they are not in the general form. Like in the last question we have done, in the last question we were having 1 upon x and 1 upon y, means in the denominator it was x and y only separately. But in this question, x and y are in addition and subtraction. The first term is x plus y, then second is x minus y. Here also first term is x plus y and second is x minus y. So in these type of questions, again what we will do, we have to reduce these equation first into the general form of linear equation. So what will we do for reducing it? We will consider now, let 1 upon x plus y, this whole 1 upon x plus y, let us consider it is equal to u. 1 upon x plus y is equal to u. And consider 1 upon x minus y is equal to v. Okay. Like in the last question, we have taken 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y is equal to v. Depending on the question, if it is only x in the denominator, we will take 1 upon x is equal to u. If it is x plus y in the denominator, then we will take 1 upon x plus y is equal to u and 1 upon x minus y is equal to v. So now the first equation will be converted as, it can be written as 5 into 1 upon x plus y. So which will be equal to 5, or 1 upon x plus y can be written as u. So it will be 5u minus 2, and it is 1 upon x minus y. You can write it as 5 into 1 upon x plus y minus 2 into 1 upon x minus y is equal to minus 1. So you can put the value of 1 upon x plus y, it will be 5u minus 2v is equal to minus 1. It is equation number 1. We have taken it as equation number 1. Clear? Again. Okay. So it is equation number 1. Similarly, what will be the second equation? Here it is 15 upon x plus y. So it can be written as 15 into 1 upon x plus y, and 1 upon x plus y is equal to u. So we will write it here directly. It will be 15u plus 7v is equal to 10. It is equation number 2. Okay. Now again these two equations are now in the general form of linear equation. It is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 or ax plus by is equal to c. Both the equations are now in the general form. So what we will do here, we have to calculate the value of u and v first. So for calculating u and v, what we will do, we will equate the coefficient. We will use mostly this method of solving, method of equating the coefficient. So when we will equate the coefficient, what can we do? If we want to equate the coefficient of u, then we can multiply the first equation by 3. Yesterday in the last class I told you that we will multiply by the term in such a way that we get the LCM of these two coefficients, if you remember that. Or otherwise, if we want to equate the coefficient of v, then what we will do, we will multiply first equation by the coefficient of v in the second equation, and this coefficient is 7. So we will multiply the first equation by 7 and multiply second equation by 2, because the coefficient of v in the first equation is 2. So we will multiply by this 2 in the second equation. So multiply by 2. Okay, so write it here also. Multiply equation 1 by 7 and equation 2 by 2. So by multiplying, we will get 7 5s are 35. It will be 35u minus 7 2s are 14. It will be 14v is equal to minus 7. We will get equation number 3. Similarly, multiply 2 in this equation. We will get 2 into 15, that is 30. 30u plus 2 7s are 14v is equal to 20, and we will consider it equation number 4. Now in these two equations, the coefficient of v are equated. Here the coefficient is 14. In this equation also the coefficient is 14. But in these two equations, the signs of these coefficients are opposite. It is minus 14, it is plus 14. And I told you that when the signs are same of equated coefficient, then we have to subtract, and when the signs are opposite, then we have to add the equation. So what we will do, we will add equation 3 and 4. Add equation 3 and 4. So by adding, and for addition the sign remains same, plus, plus and plus. For subtraction, sign changes. If here it is plus, then it will be minus. It is plus, then it will be minus. Here also it will be minus, but here we are doing addition, so the sign will remain same. So this for minus 14v and plus 14v cancelled out. 30 plus 35 will be 65u is equal to minus 7 plus 20. It will be plus 13. Or what will be the value of u? U will be equal to 13 upon 65. That will be equal to 1 upon 5. So we got the value of u. It is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. Now we have to calculate the value of v also. So put the value of u in either equation 1 or equation 2. So I am putting u in equation number 1. Put the value of u in equation number 1. So what will we get? 5 into u, and u is 1 upon 5. So it will be 5 into 1 upon 5 minus 2v is equal to minus 1. This 5 will cancel out. So we will get minus 2v is equal to minus 1, and this 1 will transfer there. It will be minus 2. So v will be equal to 1. So the value of u is 1 by 5 and the value of v is 1. We got these two values. Okay. Now we have to solve this equation for x and y, but we got the values of u and v. So like in the previous question, what we have done, we have put the value of u in that part where we have considered u. So here we have considered 1 upon x plus y is equal to u and 1 upon x minus y is equal to v. So putting the value 1 upon x plus y is equal to u, and what is the value of u? It is 1 by 5. So 1 upon x plus y will be equal to 1 by 5. Now cross multiplying it, we will get x plus y is equal to 5. Another equation, and we will consider it as equation number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be equation number 5. Similarly, put the value of v also in this equation. So we will get 1 upon x minus y is equal to, the value of v is 1. Again cross multiplying, we will get x minus y is equal to 1. This is another equation, which is equation number 6. Clear? So what we have done, first we have reduced the given equation in the general form by considering 1 upon x plus y is equal to u and 1 upon x minus y is equal to v. It is converted into general form, equation 1 and equation 2. Then we have equated the coefficient of these two equations and we have find the values of u and v. But we have to finally find the values of x and y. So we have put these values of u and v in that equation where we have considered u and v. So we have considered 1 upon x plus y is equal to u. We have put it there, 1 upon x plus y is equal to u. U means 1 upon 5, and we have put it 1 upon x minus y is equal to v, that is 1. So these two equations further we got. Now we have to solve these two equations for finding the values of x and y. So first note it up to here. So solving equation 5 and 6, x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to 1. This is equation number 5 and equation number 6. Now in these two equations, we have already, both the coefficients are equal. The coefficient of x is 1, the coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of y is 1, coefficient of y is minus 1. So if we add these two equations, add equation 5 and 6. So for adding, it will be plus, it will be minus, and it will be plus, because plus minus remains minus. So for addition, if we will add directly, then this y will be cancel out, x plus x, it will be equal to 2x, and 5 plus 1, it will be equal to 6. So the value of x will be 6. 2x is equal to 6, or the value of x will be equal to 3. Similarly, if we put the value of x, put x in equation number 5. Either put in 5 or in 6. So we will get 3 plus y is equal to 5. Or y is equal to 5 minus 3, that is 2. So these are the final answers. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. Okay. So in this way, we have completed the basic questions of solving the simultaneous linear equations. We have studied three methods: elimination by substitution, elimination by equating the coefficient, and then we have solved the question based on the equation which we have to reduce in the general form of linear equation. Okay. We will proceed further with another method in the next video.